Welcome everybody, my name is Thamriyell. Welcome everybody to Top 5 Fan Fridays or Fan Friday on a Friday night. It's not really Friday night, it's more like Friday early morning, but that's as best as I can do. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna get better. Let me know whose intro this is. You should be able to tell if you particularly know that. Welcome everybody that he does every single time. Every single time. It is a guy, and they do YouTube, and they do something anime related, so that's all hints you got. I pretty much gave it away. Wow. Oh, wow, such good hints. Wow, Thamriyell, such good hints. Just give away the entire thing. Wow, Thamriyell, spoilers. Nevertheless, welcome everybody to Fan Friday on a Friday, recorded in Friday morning. Hopefully I wrote about Friday afternoon. I can speak. Yeah. Do you ever have moments where like your tongue gets tongue-tied or feels numb or tired, just doesn't want to move? I get it all the time. Every single time. I don't know what it is. If you don't know what Fan Friday is, it's a place where we answer some of your questions and have some fun here over on the video and messing around and stuff, talking about anime related stuff. You ask me questions about myself, anime stuff or game stuff, and then I answer them and then ask y'all some questions about anime stuff. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and begin. Question from Akin Boskert. Fan Friday on Friday. I think something is wrong with them. Blink 3 times if I'm right. You don't even have to worry about me talking about whether something is wrong or not. I know something is wrong. I'm sleep deprived. My sleep schedule is wrecked. That's what's wrong. Anyway, for the question, if you don't mind telling, how was life in Russia? You did indicate that it was pretty bad. Yeah, now that I look at it in retrospect, after becoming an American and living here for 12 years and staying here permanently, I would prefer to, I realize how crappy things in life Russia was for a lot of people. I had a very loving, caring family that raised me to who I am today, and raised me to be a, I don't know, a responsible little Russian. A lot of things were kind of messed up in Russia. The economy was tanking, still tanking, a lot of drug problems, and the cops actually receiving payment money. Let me go ahead and hide this real quick. Receiving payment money from the drug dealers so that they wouldn't raid them or anything like that. And the bandits, people had to actually form a bandit group to go catch crooked cops and drug dealers. And the leader of the bandit group became a mayor in the recent elections in my hometown. So that's a legit thing, like legit, no joke. This is a legit story. Look it up. Like, mayor of Yekaterinburg is a little leader of bandits doing some illegal activities and shit. And aside from that, just in general, a lot of things were real bad. I mean, I remember when I was 4 or 5, I saw a guy jump out of a window and land on the ground. He jumped from a 7-story window on purpose because he probably couldn't handle it anymore. And at the time I saw it, it didn't click in my head like, oh, he jumped. Okay. At the time I was like, okay, the man flew and now he's down on the ground, like he's not moving. What is he doing? Mommy, what is he doing? It didn't click in my head. But like, looking it back now, things were messed up. Did you play Beyblade in your childhood? I remember I was like the street king of Beyblade time. Never played it before. Saw the TV show I think once or twice, but never really played it myself, unfortunately. You say you don't have too much free time, so do you consider doing something like taking the Sundays off and uploading no vids there? I have considered it. I think it might be a pretty good idea, to be honest. Like, you're already doing about 3 vids a day, so you can at least take 1 day rest. I'm doing 4 videos a day, about to become 5 and possibly 6 and 7. Who knows? I have a lot of pre-production going on in the background, which is why I'm not able to sleep. I do a lot of planning ahead, premeditated planning. Everything that comes up on the channel is premeditated. I plan it ahead and then it appears. And hope you enjoy the content. Aoi Asahina, if you give me a donut, I can go in a date with you. In a date, not on a date, but in a date. That sounds really sexual. Not that I love you or anything, baka. That's there, Aoi. I'm not gonna lie though, Aoi is freaking adorable in the Danganronpa series. Hi Winter, how's it going? Oh, you've written a lot. I already read through all this and everything. Let's go ahead and get over to the question so I can react to it first hand. How would you feel about me giving you a lot of anime I have been through to add to your list? Yes, please, go ahead and do so. Genres? Genres don't really matter. I mean, any genres, honestly, I'm totally down for it. I even watched some shoujo anime for the sake of the story. Some of it is actually pretty damn good. Question number 2, would you like a character based off of you added to the story I have been mentioning? My policy on that, write freely about whatever. If you want to use me as inspiration, you're more than welcome to. If you do not want to, that's good as well. If you want to use my Final Fantasy 14 character, do go ahead and do as well. But yeah, I don't want to restrict creative writing. Just go ahead and write whatever. If you want to write me as a character, go for it. It's up to you. I don't want to be infringing on everybody's creative right. From Johan, just realized some Persona 5 characters look like Danganronpa characters. Mishima looks like Hajime, and Ann looks like Junko. And my question, have you watched Ruby? Edit, Ruby is not an anime. Okay, I did realize that some of the characters look very similar to each other for sure. I mean, obviously, maybe they're a little bit inspired from each other, just maybe a tiny bit like pseudo-inspired from one another with characteristics. At the same time, they also fit the archetype that you would want. First of all, An is not as mental as Junko. Junko is just off the keister entirely, and that's, not gonna lie, kinda hot. I don't know what it says much about me, but it's kinda hot. Maybe I'm into despair goals, who knows. And yes, I have watched Ruby. I've not watched anything past second season. I finished watching Ruby right before the last episode of second season. The second season kind of had weird animation stuff that I wasn't really keen on. It had some weird quirks here and there that kind of tripped me up a little bit. From Daniel, hi Daniel, I'd be okay with the reactions, although I don't know how many I'd watch. If you're going to do that though and you intend to react to the whole episode, I strongly recommend you don't do what other reactioners do and put actual footage in your videos. No, I won't do that. I know what the copyright system is like. I'm not gonna be betraying it or trying to tinker with it. I'm gonna be a good boy and stay on a safe side. Okay, let's see what we got here. If possible for people to find their own way to watch along with you, if you want, do countdown when you start watching to help people sync up. Yeah, that's probably what I might do. Or to put a timer on screen so they can be sure they're in sync. That's also another really good idea. I actually really like that. I was thinking of incorporating something similar to that overall. Technically, if I were to do something very transformative where I just react to certain fragments, that might be okay, but I think I'm gonna try to find a workaround, so sort of create like a watch along in a way. From Hector, I would sell my soul to play hentai games. Not really, but yeah, you don't have to sell your soul, just get on Steam and wait for them sweet summer or winter or fall or spring deals, and then buy yourself some anime hentai games, I guess. Or go to Just USA or Manga Gamer website or whatever. I know where to get the top quality. I can't even take it seriously. I was about to say I know where to get top quality hentai, but even I don't know. From Dylan, hi, I've realized that the icons are getting a little bit taken off. We may do this later, I don't know, we may change up the format a little bit in the future. But hi Dylan, how's it going? Love to see anime reactions? Awesome, my dude, awesome. What are your top 5 games? Oh boy, you can't be asking me that. Good lord, I can say the game series, I can say that. Final Fantasy, the Elder Scrolls series, the Nonary series, Danganronpa series, and... oh yeah, Nekopara series. Done. Question 2. If you're made to live in one game series forever, what game would it be and why? Nekopara. Are you serious? Have you seen the cat goes there? Oh my god, yes. From Kettlelord FR, you don't have Joey's hair. You can't swing them around. I know I don't have Joey's hair. My hair is short as hell, but you know what? I like it this way. Hey Michael, how's it going, my man? Of course I want to see anime reaction, especially Danganronpa 3. You got it, my dude. You got it. Coming in soon. Weaponize the cringing weapon. Yes. Monododokuma. Weaponize the cringe cannon. Fire the cringe cannon. We shall engulf the entire world in all the cringe. Remember how Junko Enoshima and the Despair organization in Danganronpa was trying to consume the world with despair? Despair is a pretty powerful thing to consume people with, but we're gonna come back and we're gonna consume the world. We're gonna override despair with the cringe. The cringe is the most powerful entity there ever been. Yeah, we'll go with that. It's hope, despair, and cringe. That is the great battle of the 3 houses. So what kind of question is that? Yes, we want you to react to an anime for sure. Sounds good, Monododokuma. Sounds good, my dude. What's your favorite food to nom on? Thick thighs don't count. Well, then I can rule that out. I like simple things. Actually, I like bacon. But if I'm editing a video or just gaming away, honestly, whatever I can get my hands on, I'll just inhale it real quick and done. For the most part, I've been on autopilot when it comes to eating food. It's a bad thing. You shouldn't be doing that. It's really unhealthy for you. I'm going to try to play the new DBZ fighting game, Fighter Z or something like that. I want to try to take on the other Dragon Ball games. I have Xenoverse. I recently purchased Xenoverse throughout this summer sale, and I never got to play any Dragon Ball Z games ever before, so I was thinking start with Xenoverse, maybe record that, then possibly if I like that, move on to Xenoverse 2, maybe do some sort of a co-op thing or whatever with that, and then maybe if I like the Dragon Ball games so far, I'll check out the Fighter Z. I don't know anything about it. And question 3, do you listen to Nightcore? I used to a little bit back in Russia because that was like the hip music back in the day. I don't know, there was that, and then I'm blue, da boo dee da boo die, da boo dee da boo die, da boo dee da boo die. That song. Number 4, also Danganronpa V3 demo is out on Steam, and yes, that is and by the way, regarding your 4th question, it's not up right now, but Danganronpa V3 demo coming up pretty soon. Don't you worry, it's gonna be up as soon as I can get it rendered out and edited out and properly have everything pre-production done for it. From Seth Killer, welcome, my man. Question 1, what do you think about Hyoko Sayonji, and would you smash her or smash Makuro? I think Mukuro, I think that you mean, or never mind, Mukuro, I guess, would smash us. Well, Mukuro, as you can see right here, I like this editing, this kind of thing that can do fast editing. She is a very strong military girl. I think it's actually kind of admirable, kind of hot about that. She does have a really nice body as well, so I mean, at the same time, And then there's also Hyoko, who is very elegant and very pretty looking. Honestly, like, as long as I really want to experience like the adult Hyoko. I want to see a difference between her and her little tiny form where she was like really bratty. I bet she's a really elegant lady. I bet has that really like. I bet she's really appealing. I'm not even kidding. And she looks really pretty on here. I mean, doesn't she? She looks really pretty. This is the only PNG that I was able to find of her being grown up and everything. And like, it's very stylized and she looks really nice, honestly. Both ladies are pretty great though. Both ladies are pretty great. Question 2, can you dab? I made it as slow as possible so we could all experience the pain together. Question 3, do you see Goosh in a 2-second video on YouTube? Thank me later. Oh. What the fuck did I just see? What the fuck was that? And that settles it. I'm not gonna become a reaction channel that reacts to things that people send to me, like Lost Paws have become. Nothing against him, it's just I don't think I can handle another version of Goosh again in my entire life. I think I'll pass on that entirely. Please do not look up Goosh or whatever the hell that is. Do not ever do that. It's unnecessary. You can live your entire life without watching that. My eyes have already seen things that I regret seeing, but I lived in Russia, so I'm already desensitized to a lot of horrible shit. So do not look that up for yourself. This new layout is just making Ping's image entirely transparent. It should be right there, right? It should be right there, little icon over here, but it's transparent. By hi Ping, how you doing, my man? I love to watch anime reactions, and I really should watch the whole video before asking questions. It's so good, my dude, it's so good. You also got another question right here. Intro from Joey, aka the Anime Man. What is your senpai, and what does he or she do? There is Mr. Happy right here. There's Mr. Happy right here, who does Final Fantasy 14 stuff, and I actually use him as my inspiration to get better and to improve my own personal content on the main channel. He does a lot of videos regarding the game and everything, and I hope to be a little bit like him in the future, or at least have the same kind of quality content as him. Then there's Larry Soar, and Larry Soar is just absolutely hilarious. I love the kind of stuff he does. He does a lot of funny videos, nothing too serious, but a lot of comedy videos regarding Final Fantasy 14 and generalizations of things things here and there. It's kind of cool. I like what he does. I really do like what he does. Another question, if you want to catch up on anime, you could do a weekly review or maybe do a watch-along via Crunchyroll. That sounds like a good idea. I might have to start doing that because I really do miss watching anime, man. I really do miss watching anime. I want to just one day just sit down without having anything at all to do, having everything pre-done for me, and then sit down and just watch something. I really do miss it. And hi Zencha, how you doing today? Question time. Question 1. What is your waifu right now, or a girl that you really like? I don't have anybody particular right now, but if I'm going to be starting Danganronpa V3, I hear it has a maid character, so I'll probably just like her for the sake of just a maid. I don't know, I gotta go through Danganronpa V3 demo and see what kind of characters we got going on there. Character you really triggered when she or he died in the first or second Danganronpa game. Definitely I triggered when Censored died, and Censored, oh wait, I misspelled Censored, didn't I? Yep, and Censored is effing alive, and when definitely Censored died. Please try not to spoil things too much, especially in the comment section. There are many people that are maybe discovering the series for the very first time, or maybe they might actually be really interested in the series and something's gonna happen, you know, and things are gonna get spoiled, so I'd rather not, if you can name certain characteristics of characters, that's fine, but let's not name them by name. I did go into the Chrome extension and edit out some things. I even misspelled censored here, but whatever. But I did see your comment. Yes, there were moments when the very first character of Danganronpa 1, the very first victim, got taken out. I was very upset because we didn't get to know them as well as I hoped they would, and it felt like there was going to be some sort of a bonding moment between protagonist Makoto and the victim. So yeah, that's about it. That was the only time I wasn't really triggered. Oh, sorry about that. I wasn't really triggered, but I was a little bit upset that that never went anywhere. I was hoping for some sort of a interesting rendezvous for them. What is your opinion on traps? I don't mean traps in Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean a boy that looks like a girl. Smash or pass? If it's a girl cosplaying as a dude, technically it's still a girl, so yeah, maybe smash. I mean, depends on the girl, I guess. I can't just jump in to be like, oh, okay, smash pass. I need to get to know them a little bit more. We need to develop a relationship. I can't just jump into bed with somebody. I'm not that kind of promiscuous guy. At the end of the day, if it's a guy, it's a guy, and I'm not really attracted to penis. I like girl parts. That's what I like. And that concludes our Fan Friday video. You don't have to go home, but you can stay here, and we'll be back in next week for more Fan Friday. I got a question for y'all. Actually, kind of not a major question. Oh, Jesus Christ, keep bumping my mic, sorry. I got a little question for y'all, just for next week. Live streams, long games, and maybe Sunday. Thoughts? That's all I will say. Nevertheless, hope you enjoyed. My name is Thamriyell. Like, subscribe, and subscribe every day, and I'll see you all next Friday for more Fan Friday. See ya!